What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Natsume Yuujinchou, this time with episode 5 of season 5, I do believe. Looking forward to this one. We of course had the whole Mataba kind of saga the last couple of episodes, which is really good. Unfortunately, we ended up the whole idea was helping them out, but we helped them out even more than we did realise, unfortunately. But yeah, looking forward to seeing this one. Really, especially love the scene with Nata at the end of last episode. That was definitely one of my favourite moments. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep it up to date. It's again been about a week or so since I watched the last episode, so no idea what the preview had in store. So probably will come to me if I see a couple scenes from it. But a good start from this season so far, I think. Quick start. And that's a bit of a shame, to be honest with you, the fact that I'm like transitioning between winter season to spring season in terms of releases. It's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to cover the movies during this period because I've got a little bit of free time with a lot of shows ending, but doesn't look like that's going to match up. The only one I'm really worried about is the 2-hour movie. Because you guys know me, sometimes I'm rather ill and need to take a few breaks and cut the video, and something 20 minutes ends up taking 50 or an hour sometimes. So yeah, hopefully I'll be alright that day. I mean, I probably could watch the movies now, but I do want to just kind of really watch it in release order. A bit weird going from like a slightly different style to back to this. Got some yokai writing. The yokai bit again. I've always hated chalk on a chalkboard. Hopefully, we don't see any of that this episode. It makes me feel horrible. It really gets under my skin. It was a godsend. I kind of went through the time of the change from blackboards to whiteboards, and then also from whiteboards to kind of touch screen ones. It's quite funny. Again, that was the whole span of me at school. Wonder if they use something different nowadays. Oh yeah, we got the Takitora episode. I remember now. Hmm. They were lost. This is a forbidden technique, I think we learned, isn't it? Well, we've got a few of those now, again, which we learned the other day. It did appear. Oh shit. It's been a while since then. Buzzball. Sounds very different from the voices she was hearing. Oh. That's nice. But yeah, it sounds very different from the voices she was hearing. That was nice. Yeah, it was brave of her to actually do that, considering. Oh no. A whiff of spirits. Hmm. You know her as well. Is that why she's? I was gonna say, is that why he's changed? Is it so that she doesn't get all cuddly? I was thinking like originally it was to blend in on the walk here, but I was like, oh, I don't really need to. Yeah, I guess it's just to stop tacky. Yeah, it's just a shame. Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? It's rules implemented by people whose authority, what kind of authority are they to forbid stuff like this? I've always found that interesting in general, like lawmakers and people that rule over countries and such, like the heralded as these things, the people that make the rules, people that make the laws. But at the end of the day, they're humans with their own sins and their own issues, and even if they are smart and voted in and got the popular vote and whatever, there's still always going to be personal bias and personal kind of. You're never going to be a perfect being, so who is an imperfect being to place rules upon everybody else? I've always, yeah, I was quite rebellious when I was younger. Broke quite a lot of rules. I've always had that kind of mindset. I still have that mindset, but I've just calmed down a bit in terms of breaking rules, I guess. But yeah, I've always had that mindset of like, yeah, you want to be kind of civilized and such, but who are you to tell me not to do something? What divine right is giving you that? Nothing. Your own hubris. And this is a similar case. So again, you can see why it's like it's a general good rule for most people, but it's not an absolute. It's not like every time that thing happens, it's absolutely awful. There are laws like that, of course, but like killing people, for example. But like stuff like this, it's like yes, most of the time it's probably bad, so let's stop people doing it. But there are certain times when it can be effective and useful. Nope. I think there are two totally different ones, honestly. Just judging by the voices. Small little guy. Cute little voice actor he's got. So when this OST plays, I always just want to go. It's probably like clown like song. I like it a lot. Classic from Natsume. A travel rabbit. He does. Ah. There's. Oh, where did he go then? Jeffrey's brown. But again, we haven't heard anything from the brown one. Or seen him at all. Bro's getting majorly side-eyed from Yanko right there. I was gonna say it'd be quite funny if she's like looking in the totally opposite direction. Hmm. Does it? Oh, it's there again. Oh, is it? Is there anything dodgy going on here? Maybe he's just checking on the nice flower he left. Seemed like a decent guy. Oh my god. What did that board say? Like, he had a very good opportunity to like eat Taki or whatever ages ago, so I'm not really worried about this guy at all. Totemo. Totemo. So you usually talk about things like beautiful and use that word. So someone's had to do a compilation of all the different names and things that Yanko's been called. I imagine there's almost a whole episode worth by the end of the series. Nah, you're good. Going down there. I think maybe we asked this guy to live here with Taki, honestly. A good presence to kind of protect her in a way. And a home for the hairy yokai. That'd be quite cool. Where is this guy? There's no sign of him. Random rusty tin. I was gonna say Taki looks a bit like beat up, honestly. He really put an effort in. Well, it's a nice gesture. I'm just gonna call him Rabbit One now. Oh, it's like a vampire. Got me invited. Okay. Oh, there he is. Good. Well, no, that's not true. I mean, I can understand how feeling that way, but I don't agree with that. I mean, it's sad. We've seen, especially last season, we saw a few people that had like interactions with the yokai that couldn't see them again. It was awfully sad. Kind of one of those things of like, it almost reminds me of like being nice to certain animals. Like certain animals out in the wild, if you be nice to them and like treat them with food or and treat them nicely, they can actually like that can negatively affect them. That could you could like just being close to like a monkey or something could leave your human scent on them, and then that animal, monkey or whatever it is, might get shunned from like the tribe because you smell like a human, and they've lost their tribe, so they won't be able to survive. In other cases, some animals might be scared of humans, and then if a human interacts with one and they now see humans as like okay beings to kind of come up to and such, that could easily get them killed, and lead to being more easily poached and such. I think that's like a thing like crocodiles or something, I think. But kind of similar here, honestly, of like the human interacts with a yokai. It's like a nice interaction, but if they won't ever see them again, it's like that is actually then a bit negative because they're just create sadness when they didn't need to be. But I do think they should treasure the nice moments with the yokai as well. It's kind of a double-edged sword in a way, which is again something we covered a little bit last season and throughout the whole show, obviously as well. But we covered it quite a bit last season. It was quite profound, I think, with the and earlier this season as well with the whole towel incident. I think. Yeah. Again, I kind of think maybe all these guys should stay here. Why don't they live here? I guess that goes the same for the yokai as well. I guess as well. Yeah. I was thinking purely from like Taki's perspective, but from his perspective as well. It is true. Ugh, damn. Holy crap. That was a lovely scene. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. We'll go sort them out, but we've only got a minute left. Wow. That was I think the music again. We've used a few old soundtracks. Don't get me wrong, but the music in this episode, especially, I remember it was sorted out at the time either. Um, yeah, Jesus, this is a really awesome moment right here with the faint sound of the yokai in the back saying like thank you and Jesus. It's been a really cute and awesome episode in general, hasn't it? Really lovely episode, but this moment right here, man. Holy crap. Sayonara. Oof, something really hits you inside of that, doesn't it? Fucking hell. sorry to pause again, but yeah, that really, I feel like the show in general is really good at hitting you right in the right in the chest, right in the core. Yeah, something really beautiful about that, isn't there? But and again, very sad as well. I mean, yeah, it pretty much that moment there almost like perfectly depicts the episode in a sense. That like 20-second scene right there. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that really just like the sound of them like saying thank you and goodbye in the background while that beautiful music plays. And yeah, just that is, I don't want to add to Jesus, man. But the pain feels so good in a way because it came from something beautiful, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it came from something nice, that sadness. I don't know. Fucking hell. And I liking this episode a lot. It was really lovely and nice throughout, but I wasn't expecting it to hit that hard right at the end. That was beautifully done. Oh, look at these beautiful gemstones. So what did all this say here? Very hard to make out. Apologies, guys. My dog started barking again, so I couldn't really appreciate what was said there. Apologies. What would you call that? I'd say love. I suppose it would be different to other people. Other words for it. Wow! Holy crap! I was again. I was not expecting the end of this episode to hit so hard. Holy shit! Wow. Honestly, this might be one of my favorite solo episodes, and this ending as well fits this episode beautifully as well. Again, I just think the themes covered this episode are just awesome, aren't they? And stuff we've covered throughout the season, but they just pulled it off and cemented it all and put a lot of things together all in one here. And it's hard to word, as you can tell, but yeah, it's really powerful. I do think this ending song does fit this episode beautifully. Wow. Holy crap. Soundless Valley. Honestly, this next episode sounds fucking emotional as well. I just think a lot of it also comes with the voice acting. Just the Japanese voice acting is just, people always love to debate with the whole sub and dub stuff, but the voice acting really is just like special from any language I've seen. Like, mostly English, of course, but I've seen movies in like Spanish, and Spanish is pretty good as well. Fair of I've seen horror movies which aren't usually emotional, but I've like watched like Scandinavian like horror movies and so on, and there's just like nothing that compares to the voice acting you hear in this. Like, again, I can tell just from the sound of the voiceover for this next episode, it's going to be very emotional as well. And as I said here, like just the faint kind of goodbyes and thank yous from the little yokai leaving in this moment, just the way that they sound during this is just like they perfectly encapsulate the feelings in how they sound, like the kind of bittersweet kind of happiness slash sadness of saying goodbye to the happiness in terms of meeting, but sadness in terms of like saying goodbye to Taki and Natsume here. I just think they really captured that beautifully, as well as the songs for this episode. I think they were awesome, and yeah, just like I said, like the whole episode was good. It was really lovely and just like a nice episode. Some really not enthusiastic, but the personality of these yokai really kind of shone through, and that's something I've said the whole time about the show. They've just been excellent at it. They're so good at introducing all these new yokai every episode, and they're always so fleshed out and like done so well that you pretty much instantly either love them, hate them, and they just do such a good job of those characters. And they really shone through in this episode, and yeah, it's just can't believe how hard this last like 5 minutes hit. Like Jesus, beautiful moment after beautiful moment, and again a bit of sadness as well in terms of yes, you get to kind of meet all these beautiful beings and such, and witness this beauty, this love. Yeah, this as the yokai said, it's kind of almost good that it's forbidden that you don't have these beautiful interactions, because it does leave a bit of sadness. But again, the way I see it is it was good that you ever had that bit of happiness slash love in the first place. I don't think you should rule out having that opportunity just so people don't have to go through the loneliness and sadness. But yeah, as I said, just the themes in this episode, just like there've been themes throughout the whole series. I just think this episode encapsulated them incredibly. And yeah, super unexpected as well. Or maybe I should just expect it at this point, considering how good the show is. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. As I did mention, it hit me right in the chest during that moment of farewells. Let me know again what you guys thought about this episode in that moment down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Another thing I'm almost a bit worried about is with the movie, especially again the almost 2 hour long movie, how hard is that going to be? Like, I'm hoping it's good, but like I'm almost like hoping it's not that good as into like make me emotional during the whole time, because that's just going to be a painful, and that kind of fits the premise of today's episode as well. But that's just going to be a bit of like painful experience going through and feeling emotional for 2 hours. I mean, it's hard enough for 30 odd minutes. So yeah, again, thank you guys very much for watching that, and have a good rest of your day.